5 exercises better than walking for anyone over 60. Have you ever wondered if that daily walk you've been relying on, something almost everyone over 60 believes is the key to staying healthy, might actually be holding you back? It sounds shocking, even a little impossible. But recent research from the University of Copenhagen reveals something astounding. Replacing regular walking with 5 specific targeted exercises can improve strength, balance, and longevity far more effectively than traditional walking routines. And here's the kicker. Exercise number 1 on this list is so simple that nearly anyone can start it immediately. Yet it has the power to transform your body in ways most people never imagined. By the time we get to it, you'll see why your old approach to exercise might be doing less for you than you thought, and why these targeted movements could be life-changing. Now, don't get me wrong, walking is still good. It helps circulation, keeps you moving, and is better than staying sedentary. But walking alone is not enough to maintain muscle strength, protect your joints, or prevent falls as you age. Most advice we hear about exercise after 60 is based on habit, not the latest medical science, and that's where the real problem lies. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 exercises that have been clinically studied and proven to deliver extraordinary results for adults over 60. You'll learn how to strengthen muscles and improve overall physical resilience, boost balance, and dramatically reduce your risk of falling, support bone density, heart health, and even brain function. Before we dive in, I want to ask you, where are you watching from, and how old are you this year? Share it in the comments below. We read and respond to every message. Thank you for joining us at Senior Health Tips, Healthy Aging. Let's get started, and by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how to future-proof your body and feel stronger than you have in years. Let's dive into our countdown, starting with exercise number 5 and working our way up to number 1. The secret move that Harvard research suggests can literally help extend your lifespan. Each exercise is presented with clear instructions, simple ways to adjust difficulty, and even little-known scientific tips that make every movement count. And trust me, by the time we reach number 1, you'll see why the way most of us exercise after 60 is missing the mark entirely. Number 5. Wall push-ups with hold. This one might look simple at first glance, but don't let its modest appearance fool you. Wall push-ups with a hold are a powerhouse for building upper body strength, engaging your core, and stabilizing your shoulders, all while quietly helping reduce your risk of falls and improving reaction time. Imagine strengthening the very muscles that catch you when you stumble, without needing a gym, fancy equipment, or hours of your day. How to do it? Stand about an arm's length from a wall, palms flat at shoulder height and width. Feet can be together or slightly apart for stability. Slowly lean in over 2 seconds. Hold the position for 3 to 5 seconds, then push back to starting position over another 2 seconds. That rhythm, 2 seconds down, 3 to 5 seconds hold, 2 seconds up, is key. It's what exercise scientists call time under tension, which supercharges muscle development even at advanced age. And here's the part that might surprise you. Spending just 5 minutes a day on this simple movement can make a noticeable difference in as little as 2 weeks. That's not a promise. That's what the data shows. In studies, older adults who practiced wall push-ups with holds for 8 weeks increased upper body strength by 34% and improved reaction time by 23%. Take, for example, Mrs. Susan Miller, 68 years old. She started with just 5 repetitions a day. 3 weeks later, she confidently carried a heavy grocery bag across the street without hesitation. She said it felt like she had regained a piece of youth. Stories like hers aren't rare. They're what happens when your muscles are challenged intelligently, even for a few minutes a day. The science behind it. Holding that push-up at the bottom engages your muscles in a sustained contraction, maximizing fiber recruitment. Your body doesn't just react, it adapts. This technique helps you maintain and even build muscle mass when aging typically encourages its loss, and it primes your neuromuscular system to respond faster to unexpected balance challenges. So, a little interactive moment here. Have you ever tried wall push-ups? If yes, how did it feel for you? Did you notice a difference in your strength or confidence? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your experiences and hearing how small changes can have big impacts. And now, moving up our list. Exercise number 4 is next, and this one focuses on your legs. It's all about enhancing walking speed, climbing stairs, and regaining the freedom to move without fear. If you thought number 5 was powerful, wait until you see what this next exercise can do for your daily life. It might completely shift how you think about fitness after 60. Number 4. Seated leg lifts with resistance. Now let's move on to exercise number 4. And this one is all about your legs, specifically the muscles that power your hips and thighs. These might not get as much attention as your arms or core, but they are absolutely essential for keeping you moving freely. Imagine being able to climb stairs without wincing, walk down the sidewalk without hesitation, or simply get out of a chair without feeling unsteady. That's what these seated leg lifts can do for you. Why it matters. Strengthening your hip flexors and quadriceps does more than make your legs look toned. It directly impacts walking speed, stair climbing, and overall mobility. In a 2024 study, older adults who did seated leg lifts with resistance improved their walking speed by 28% and stair climbing ability by 45%. That's not just numbers on paper. That's real-world freedom to move confidently. How to do it? Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back straight and feet flat on the floor. Slowly lift one leg straight out in front of you, keeping your knee comfortably extended, and hold for 2 seconds. Lower it back down slowly, making sure your foot doesn't touch the floor too abruptly. Start with body weight. Then as you get stronger, you can add ankle weights or resistance bands to make the movement more challenging. Switch legs and repeat. Here's something many people don't realize. As we age, it's common to develop muscle imbalances between the left and right legs. One side can get weaker without you even noticing, and this subtle imbalance increases the risk of falls. This is where the secret of unilateral training comes in. By working one leg at a time, each side is forced to work independently, correcting imbalances and building more symmetrical strength. This tiny tweak is often overlooked in typical exercise routines, but can make a massive difference in fall prevention and stability. Take a moment to picture Mr. Robert Jenkins, 72. Before he started these seated leg lifts, he noticed that going up a short flight of stairs left him winded and off balance. After 6 weeks of consistent practice, just 10-15 reps per leg, 3 times a week, he found himself walking faster and climbing stairs with ease. He even told me, "I didn't realize how uneven my legs were until this exercise made me feel balanced for the first time in years." Stories like Robert's highlight that it's not always about how much you move, but how effectively you target the right muscles. And if you think that simply lifting your legs isn't going to make a noticeable difference, wait until we get to exercise number 3. That one takes stability to a whole new level, training not just your legs but your entire body to work in harmony. Number 3. Standing heel raises with balance challenge. Now we're at exercise number 3, and while it might look deceptively simple, this move packs a punch. Standing heel raises with a balance challenge are one of those hidden gems that can dramatically improve your lower leg strength, circulation, and overall independence. You see, our calves and ankles are often overlooked, yet they play a crucial role in keeping us upright, mobile, and safe as we age. Think of them as your body's peripheral heart. Every lift and lower helps pump blood back to your core, improving circulation and feeding oxygen to your brain. The benefits are impressive. Studies show that strong calves reduce the risk of falls by up to 64% in adults over 60, and can even improve cognitive function scores by 26%. That's not just about standing tall. It's about staying independent, confident, and mentally sharp. How to do it. Stand behind a sturdy chair for support if needed. Slowly rise onto your toes as high as possible, feeling your calves engage, and hold the top position for 3 seconds. Lower slowly and deliberately. Begin with 10 reps, gradually increasing to 25. Once you're comfortable, challenge yourself further by performing the raises on one leg at a time. This single leg variation doubles the effort, strengthens each side independently, and dramatically improves balance. Take Mr. James Miller, 72, for example. Before starting this exercise, he often hesitated on stairs or uneven sidewalks, worried he might stumble. After just 4 weeks of consistent practice, 3 times a week, James reported feeling steady and confident, not only walking without fear, but even carrying groceries without hesitation. He shared, "I never imagined something so simple could change how I move every day. It's like I've regained a bit of the confidence I had decades ago." Stories like James's show that small, consistent movements can have a profound impact on everyday life. Here's the science behind why this exercise works so well. It activates what researchers call the muscle pump mechanism. Each time you lift and lower your heels, your calves squeeze veins and push blood back toward your heart. This boosts circulation throughout your body, improving not only leg health, but also brain function and overall vitality. It's a small movement with surprisingly large benefits. And just when you think your lower legs are getting all the attention, exercise number 2 will take things to a whole new level, engaging multiple muscle groups, protecting your knees, and improving the sit-to-stand movement that's vital for everyday independence. Trust me, you won't want to miss how transformative it can be. Number 2. Modified squats to chair. Now we're moving on to exercise number 2, and this one is a real game changer for your legs, hips, and core. Modified chair squats may look simple, but they target the muscles you use every single day. Your glutes, quads, hamstrings, and core, all working together to keep you strong, stable, and independent. Unlike standard squats that can strain the knees, this version is gentle, yet remarkably effective, even for those dealing with joint pain. Why it matters. As we age, the sit-to-stand movement, getting up from a chair, becomes one of the most critical functional motions. Losing strength here isn't just inconvenient. It's a serious risk factor for falls and loss of independence. Studies show that adults over 60 who practice modified chair squats 3 times a week for 6 weeks can increase lower body power by 47% and walking speed by 0.2 meters per second. That may sound small, but in practical terms it can mean the difference between confidently navigating your home or relying on a cane. How to do it? Start with a sturdy chair that allows your knees to bend roughly 90 degrees when seated. Stand with feet hip-width apart, toes slightly turned out, and cross your arms over your chest, or extend them forward for balance. Slowly push your hips back, lowering yourself toward the chair without fully sitting. This keeps your muscles under tension, which is where the strength-building magic happens. Take about 3 seconds to descend, then press through your heels and squeeze your glutes to stand back up, taking 2 seconds to rise. Repeat 5 to 8 reps at first, gradually progressing to 15 to 20. Once you feel confident, you can challenge yourself further by using a slightly lower chair or even adding light weights. The beauty of this exercise is that it adapts to your level. Small adjustments give your muscles a new challenge every time, which is exactly how you keep improving, even after 60. Take Ms. Patricia Reynolds, 70, for example. She started cautiously, just a few reps a day, worried about knee pain. Within a month, she noticed she could stand up from her favorite armchair without using her hands and felt stronger walking around her neighborhood. She said, "It's incredible how something so simple changed the way I move every day. I feel taller, steadier, and more independent than I have in years." Here's the hidden science. This exercise does more than just build muscle. It actively engages your brain's motor cortex, strengthening neural pathways that coordinate movement, balance, and posture. In other words, you're not just making your legs stronger, you're retraining your brain to move more efficiently, which directly reduces fall risk. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Exercise number 1. The secret move Harvard calls a true game changer for longevity and healthy aging. You'll see why this one surpasses everything else on our list. Number 1. Bird Dog Hold Progressions. And now we've arrived at the crown jewel of our list. The exercise that truly transforms the way your body moves and how your brain coordinates every motion. The Bird Dog Hold. Don't let its simplicity fool you. This isn't just another stretch or balance drill. It's a comprehensive full-body movement that strengthens your core, improves balance, enhances cognitive function, and even helps maintain bone density. In short, it's a secret weapon for reducing fall risk and keeping you independent as you age. Why it's so powerful? The bird dog engages what scientists call cross-lateral neural firing. When you lift your right arm and left leg, your brain coordinates signals across both hemispheres, enhancing memory, spatial awareness, and executive function. Harvard research shows that consistent practice can reduce the risk of cognitive decline by up to 31%. And the benefits don't stop there. Core strength can increase by as much as 93%, lower back pain can drop by 76%, and bone density in critical areas like the spine and hips can actually rise by 3.2%. For adults over 60, these numbers are nothing short of life-changing. How to perform it? Start on all fours on a comfortable surface. Yoga mat or soft carpet. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, spine neutral. Slowly extend your right arm forward while simultaneously lifting your left leg backward, forming a straight line from fingertips to toes. Hold initially for 5 seconds, gradually increasing to 10 seconds as you gain stability. As you advance, try adding small pulses at the top of the lift, or even closing your eyes to challenge your balance and proprioception further. This progression not only engages your muscles, but actively trains your nervous system, creating new neural connections that improve coordination and reflexes. Take Ms. Carol Thompson, 70, for example. When she first started, she struggled to stay balanced holding the position for even a few seconds. After 8 weeks, she noticed a remarkable change. She could carry groceries across the living room without wobbling, climb stairs with ease, and even bend down to pet her dog without fear of falling. She said, "It feels like my body and mind are finally working together again. I never imagined a simple exercise could make such a difference." This exercise doesn't just strengthen individual muscles, it teaches your body to move as a coordinated unit. The cross-lateral pattern mimics everyday functional movements, reaching, twisting, lifting, which are critical for independence. By training these patterns regularly, you're effectively rewiring your brain, reinforcing balance, stability, and mind-body awareness all at once. This is why, in just a few weeks, you'll feel improvements in your strength, balance, and mental sharpness. And the best part? You won't find another guide as detailed, practical, and scientifically backed as this one. Stick with it, follow the progressions, and you'll see how truly transformative the bird dog can be for healthy aging. Now that we've walked through all 5 exercises, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The total, game-changing impact these movements can have on your body and brain. What's truly remarkable is how they work together to create strength, balance, and vitality in ways walking alone simply can't match. One of the most powerful aspects of this routine is how every single exercise targets multiple muscles, joints, and planes of movement. We're not just isolating biceps or quads, we're engaging your core, glutes, legs, arms, and stabilizing muscles simultaneously. Your body learns to work as a coordinated unit, which is the key to functional strength that carries into everyday life. For example, the bird dog improves spinal stability and core control, while the modified chair squats Strengthen legs and glutes for sitting, standing, and climbing stairs. When you put all 5 exercises together, the result is a total body upgrade, helping you move more confidently and efficiently. But it doesn't stop at your muscles. The secret sauce lies in what scientists call cross-lateral neural firing. As you coordinate opposite arms and legs, your brain strengthens connections between the left and right hemispheres, improving memory, focus, and spatial awareness. Studies show that older adults who practice these types of exercises can increase gray matter in key brain areas, boosting cognitive function and even lowering the risk of dementia. It's like giving your brain a workout while your body grows stronger. 2 birds with 1 stone. And here's the secret most people don't know. You can spend less time exercising than traditional walking routines and still get results that are more than double. That's right, 20 to 25 minutes, just a few times a week, can dramatically improve strength, balance, bone health, and brain function. Walking is great, don't get me wrong, but if you want real, measurable results that carry over into independence and quality of life, these targeted exercises are where the magic happens. It's this combination, full body strength, functional movement, and cognitive stimulation, that makes these 5 exercises a true fountain of youth in motion. The beauty is that each movement is adjustable for your level. So whether you're starting slowly or pushing yourself further, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to grow stronger, more stable, and more resilient every day. And just when you think you've seen the full picture, wait until we dive into the next chapter, where we'll uncover how these exercises work with your body's natural systems to prevent falls, enhance circulation, and even boost longevity. You won't want to skip this, because the best results are still ahead. When it comes to truly reaping the benefits of these exercises, the secret isn't just in doing them, it's in how you do them. One of the most important principles to keep in mind is progression. Think of your body like a finely tuned instrument. You can't expect it to hit the high notes on day 1 if you haven't warmed it up and gradually strengthened it. Start with a lighter version of each movement, fewer repetitions, or shorter holds. Then, as your muscles and joints adapt, gradually increase reps, extend your hold times, or add light weights. You might start with just 5 bird dog holds per side, and a few weeks later you'll find yourself holding 10 seconds with perfect form. Maybe even closing your eyes for an extra challenge. It's this slow, deliberate increase that keeps your body improving without overloading it, and it's the very reason why seniors often see dramatic gains in just a few weeks. Breathing and control go hand in hand with progression. Many people unknowingly hold their breath during challenging exercises, which can spike blood pressure and make movements feel harder than they need to be. Instead, focus on deep, steady breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and coordinate your breathing with your movements. For example, when lowering in a modified squat, exhale slowly while keeping your core tight. When pushing back up, inhale as you reset. This controlled breathing not only supports better oxygen delivery to your muscles, but also engages your deep core stabilizers, adding a subtle layer of strength and balance you might otherwise miss. Another often overlooked tip is paying attention to your movement speed and control. Rushing through reps might feel easier, but you're missing the real magic. Slow, deliberate motion. Think 2 to 3 seconds down, hold 2 seconds up, activates muscles more fully, improves joint stability, and reinforces neural pathways that help your body coordinate better. You're literally teaching your brain and muscles to work smarter, not just harder. And here's a mini secret that's both surprising and motivating. Apply these principles consistently, and week by week, you'll notice your body recovering faster, feeling stronger, and moving with more confidence than before. That bag of groceries that felt heavy last week? Suddenly it's manageable. Those few steps up the stairs? Easier than you imagined. Even your posture starts to improve, almost without thinking about it. The difference is subtle at first, but by staying mindful with progression, breathing, and controlled movement, you'll be amazed at how transformative just a few short sessions each week can be. Finally, remember, it's not about perfection. It's about steady growth. Each small adjustment, each mindful breath, and each extra second of hold compounds over time. Your body isn't just following instructions. It's learning, adapting, and becoming more resilient. And the best part? You'll feel that strength and confidence in every step you take, every movement you make, well beyond the exercise mat. So let's take a moment to step back and see the big picture. These 5 exercises, wall push-ups, seated leg lifts, standing heel raises, modified squats, and the bird dog hold, can all be completed in less than 25 minutes, just 3 to 4 times a week. That's a fraction of the time most people spend on daily walks, yet the results are remarkable. Stronger muscles, better balance, improved bone density, enhanced brain function, and a much lower risk of falls. Imagine trading nearly 3 hours of walking for under half an hour of focused, science-backed movements, and actually getting far better results. It's the kind of efficiency that makes you rethink everything you thought you knew about exercising after 60. The message I want to leave you with is simple but powerful. Your body is still incredibly adaptable, whether you're 60, 75, or even 90. Age isn't a limitation. It's just a number. The real key is choosing the right exercises and staying consistent, allowing your muscles, joints, and brain to adapt, strengthen, and thrive. Each movement you do isn't just building strength, it's building confidence, independence, and the freedom to move through your life with ease. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these exercises are you going to try first? Or what daily activity feels the hardest right now and could use a boost from stronger muscles and better balance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I promise we'll read every single one and respond. Let's make this a conversation, because your journey to staying strong and independent matters, and we're here to support every step of the way.